Hello traders, welcome to the Wednesday trade recap and forecast. So the markets have been active, not that much active, but definitely not range bound, which is a good sign. So let's start with our first pair, which is the euro and US dollar. To be honest, this pair is showing me one pattern which I can see right now, and there was one trade opportunity right here. Possible reversal. I mean, maybe some traders saw this as a bit of a ascending into the upper liquidity area and then a reversal. So they were looking to sell somewhere here. For me, I wasn't. This break right here was not enough. I wanted to see much bigger and more impulsive break. You can see just 3 candles barely struggling to break the low. So I wasn't interested in anything there. Then now we're getting a high probability pattern of a V reversal and a range and a possible push to the upside. So I'm expecting this price to trend up. If that happens, I will be looking to buy on either one of my 2 entry patterns. First, my entry pattern is the flag. My second entry pattern is the break and the retest, which looks like this. So I would be interested to buy. Let's see what happens. Again, that's not the rule. We can just range for a really long time, or we can drop to the downside. But again, the probabilities are telling me price is likely to go up. If we go down, I will of course be looking to sell. But yeah, probabilities are for this to go up. I would say 70% of the cases, this sort of a pattern trends up. So yeah, those are kind of some statistics. Euro, Japanese yen. Let's see what this pair has been doing. Now, this pair has been moving up correctively, and I am seeing some potential for some trades in the future. So this is definitely not range bound price action, which I like. It is ascending. So I was looking for a reversal, and at this candle we got a bit of an opportunity. If this candle closed with a clean close, and also there was one opportunity prior, but let's first talk about this one. If this closed with a clean close, I would have my order on. So I was looking at this, and in the last 2 minutes, this retraced and left a wick. So it was looking like a clean close, but then in the last 2 minutes, it printed like this. At that point, I was no longer interested in selling because we got the wick up, wick down, broke the high, broke the low. Usually a candle that looks like this signals to us a range, and look what we got. We got a range right now. So that is why I was not happy with this candle printing a wick. Another opportunity was right here, and I did have an order on to buy. What was I seeing? Well, I was seeing a nice high probability pattern, I would say. I saw a bit of a V reversal here, then I saw this ascending structure, and I know on the euro pairs, after an ascending structure, we can start trending to the upside. So we got a push up, pullback, continued, no momentum shift in the pullback. Pullback candles were blue, only 2 pullback candles, momentum definitely continued. This wick was not really a concern for me. So I placed a pending order on the inside bar, on the top of the inside bar, and I was happy to take this trade. Unfortunately, I did not get tagged in. The next candle printed a wick, and it was no longer a clear pattern. Also, it was the start of spread hours, and yeah, I was no longer interested. And after the spread hours finished, again, we printed another wick, so definitely not interested. But you can see, I mean, even if I kept the order on, I possibly would have made a bit of profit because the price did continue trending up. So this is a good pattern in my personal opinion, and it's coming from high probability price action, push up, ascending, push up again, 1 candle pullback, and a continuation. This break was enough for me. The wick on the top of the break was not really a concern. So yeah, for the future, on this pair, let's see if this potentially will give us a nice impulse up for me to buy. I would be interested to buy, or let's see if this will reverse, give us an opportunity to sell, give us a possible downtrend, because it is clearly ascending. And even we have a smaller ascending inside of this larger ascending, which is even higher probability to reverse to the downside. This sort of a pattern with when the price ascends on the larger scale and also ascends on the lower scale. That is high probability to go down. Okay, and we can also just range around. The probabilities currently are, well, for this to reverse, for a nice downtrend to start, because as I said, after this long ascending, we're looking for a reversal. So let's look for an impulse. I'm liking the price action. This pair is on my watch list and I'm definitely paying attention to what will happen. Aussie US dollar range bound, saw no potential here. Basically, we got a V reversal. Now we're getting a bit of a range. Only thing I can expect for this to push up. But again, price action is not looking that clean, so I am being very, very careful. I think we can also just as well range around in this area a bit more. The Aussie US dollar has been range bound for a long time, very corrective. I haven't gotten a good trade for like 3 months. Last good trade on the Aussie US dollar was in November of 2022. So yeah, this pair has been sleepy for a long time. It happens. It happens. That's why I trade 6 pairs, because when one of them is sleepy, the other ones might be active. So that's the importance of trading more pairs, okay? Especially if you're doing swing trading. If we get a push down, I will look to sell, but I need a large impulse. EURJPY, let's see what this one is telling me. There was an opportunity to get in on a reversal here. I mean, I know some traders had orders on, but they would not have been tagged in. I think their order was missed by 1 or 2 pips, basically. So what they saw is a reversal here, and I saw it also, but didn't fit my plan. First reason is, well, we broke the low with this candle and then broke the high, so it was not really a clear ascending structure. Then, well, it was Tuesday, and the third reason was the reversals on EURJPY kind of don't give me much confidence, so I need them to be perfect, and because it broke the low here, that was no longer a perfect setup for me, and I decided to stay out of this one. I didn't even have an order on. Basically, we had the reasons to take it were small ascending inside of this larger ascending and a definite momentum shift, a definite good break with a nice clean close, so that was really, really good. And yeah, the trade was kind of on the border, but for a Tuesday, not for me. If it happened like maybe Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I might have considered it, but to be honest, most likely I would have stayed out as well, because we broke the low here, meaning we broke the structure, and on AJ I'm careful with the reversals. Then we pushed up, retrace, and just we're kind of ascending now. But it's looking very corrective. I'm not seeing a nice clean channel or a nice clean movement. I see mostly breaking the highs, breaking the lows all the way, and yeah, I'm expecting, to be honest, just a large impulse up. That's what I'm looking for, or a large impulse to the downside and then to get in on a trend. Currently not really seeing any good price action. So yeah, we will see if we get some momentum. I think we can move on. The pound is same as EU, same as AU. Most of the dollar pairs are looking very, very similar. Basically, V reversal and a range right here. I'm expecting this to push up, and then I'm looking for a large impulse, especially on the pound. Then I would be looking to buy. So the probabilities are that this will go up, but again, we never know what will happen. 30% chance that this will go down. If it does, I'll look for a large impulse down, and I will look to sell. This price action is not giving me much confidence. I'm seeing very wicky price action, wicks here, wicks, so loads of wicks signal range bound price action, and I want to see some cleaner movement such as we got here. Consecutive blue or consecutive red candles, that is what I'm looking for. NJ, New Zealand Japanese yen. There was a flag right here, wasn't even looking at it to be honest, so this would have been the flag formation to sell. Let's identify the formation. So first low, first high, second low, second high. Red candle is the entry candle after the flag forms. For me, we saw a clear momentum shift, so huge wick plus a clear momentum shift. So look at the size of these two candles. Definite buying pressure. After that sort of price action, I'm not interested for any sort of setup. And it would have been a 1% loss. So good that I followed the plan. Yeah, even this impulse by itself, look, these 3 wicks and then another huge wick on the bottom just doesn't give me much confidence. I'm expecting this to range more. So EJ has the most potential, it's on my watch list. AJ, not that good, but it's kind of moving better than NJ. NJ is just heavily range bound. I'm expecting more range bound price action. I'm looking for a large impulse up, then to buy, or a large impulse down, and then of course to sell. Let's see what will happen. That would be about it. I mean, this pair is really not moving anywhere. Wicks everywhere. Again, when you see loads of wicks, that means range bound price action. Wicks, wicks, double wicks, triple wicks, huge wick, triple wicks again. So yeah, large wicks, large amount of wicks, no go. Range bound price action, this is not looking good. That's it for the video, guys. So EJ, only one with potential. I will see you guys in the next trade recap and forecast. Have a great trading week.